Series 8 has just been announced for the Bricklink Designer Program selections. There are, of course, five that were selected, and they actually were announced at Brickworld Chicago, which I did miss this past week, and it looked like a ton of fun. And I've already promised I will be there for this next year. So I'm excited to talk about these, and the choices I think are really well. I only think one out of the five I wouldn't get, but let's go through the Brick Railroad, the diesel engine locomotive, the A unit by Thomas Roeder, the Coconut Cape by Ballistic Bricks, the Dust Mark Keep by Brick Hucker, University of Science by King Creations, and Hot Air Balloon by EX Sandbox. All of them have some really unique designs. The electric locomotive is in that dark blue color with a yellow hint as well and a little track piece, so very much a collector style. The Coconut Cape, beautifully done. I like this better than most castles because it has a little bit more of a different theme to it, although they did just come out with Tortuga for Series 5. The Dustmark Keep is the one I'm not really interested in. It's another castle. Some University of Science is this huge set that expands outwards and it looks like something out of maybe Oxford. And then the hot air balloon, a really unique design to have such a wonderful shape to it and looks like it's floating through the clouds. So I'm excited to see these come out this next year and have them supported and funded. Now, speaking of the Bricklink Designer Program, Series 5 is still going through its sale. None of them have sold out yet, although the Transylvania one looks to sell out here soon, and they even increased it to 50,000 sets, which this is going to be a designer that has, made $1 million by selling Lego. That is insane because he's had already one before being sold. So, congratulations, but I want to join you. So let's get those Bricklink Designer Program entries in for me, and all of you can come and support it. Our next story is about Ninjago. Ninjago 2026 rumors look to celebrate the 15th anniversary. The 10th anniversary, they had they had a Brickheads and a couple other small sets, but we've already seen a beautifully the Guardian Dragon, and it looks like we're going to get continuation of that. Some battle packs, some transforming cars, a 4-weaponed blacksmith, the Dragon of Life, Old Town, and then a display coming out in January of next year. So likely to see about 6, 7 more is what they're rumored to be for the anniversary sets. I'm expecting mechs that are going to be very, very impressive. LEGO Masters is getting a change up here. Will Arnett, the host of LEGO Masters US, is leaving, and Nick Cannon is stepping in to be the new host. And not a lot of people in the LEGO community are excited about that. And I think it's a very interesting choice as well. Nick Cannon is not a very nice person, I've heard and seen in like interviews and podcasts. He also has put out some anti-Semitic comments in the past, and he actually got fired from another company in his show because of the things that he said. So there's even a petition and articles out that kind of explain that this is the reason why it's supposed to be a family-based show, and I don't think this host is the right one. Personally, I'm not sure either. I think that they went in a direction that, Batman, Will Arnett, he's moving on, probably because of his podcast, but they could have made another choice, I think. And who knows? They haven't started filming yet, but likely to see some changes and definitely something interesting with either Backlash or what. Who knows? He might be a great host, but we'll have to just wait and see. Lego Party was just announced this past week, and a lot of people said, isn't this just Mario Party? Why are they making a Lego version of it? And with some people, they actually got some gameplay through and said that there are a lot of things that really make it stand out. It's not just a board game style, but very open world play style, where you've got different roles. There's up to 4 different characters and expansions, of course. And they talk about all these great mini games. There's different parts, such as events where you are stabilizing on a ball and rolling down a track section. There's snowboarding and quite a few other things, pirates. So it's still similar, I'd say, to Mario Party, but it's not the same as that because, well, it's a Lego world, and I think that there's some definitely different changes that shake it up. So I'd like to play this. I think having it on all the platforms definitely gives it another big reach. so that they can see how people interact with this. There's so many different features compared to Mario Party. So, hey, try something new. Lego One Piece is getting its pre orders started, and some of them are already selling out and going to be pushed back for back order. Another one, the Village Hut. That means that people are really interested in this. I actually just started watching it myself. I'm episode 6 or 7, just to experience and see what the hype is all about. I have not watched the animated version yet, but the sets do capture exactly what we know from the movie and or TV show, I guess. And I'd like to see them. Maybe I'll get one. Luffy is a fun character and would be a fun minifigure to have. Double Insider's points are live, as well as a tribute to Jane Austen book. Now, the Jane Austen book, they used to have the books kind of lay flat and they had the scenes popping out. This one is more of an open scale display like they did for French Bistro restaurant. And it has Jane Austen as a minifigure with her signature, and then a library of books, a piano, and a little fireplace to it. It has you have to spend $150 to get it, but it'll be through now until the 23rd. Double Insiders points are, of course, a wonderful way to draw people to the Lego store on Lego.com, because there's a lot of sets that will definitely be part of. Well, the desire to get more sets. And I apologize, it wasn't June 23rd. That's just for Double Insiders points. The tribute to Jane Austen will be through June 27th. Lego Fortnite is continuing in its expansion. There's going to be some new decorations for your dorm, as a lot of people are going to start going off to college here in the next couple months. They wanted to add some more decorative bundles so you can get a little trophy. There's, well, not just a regular trophy, but like a dartboard. There's archery and some other like three-dimensional and holographic forms to it. And these are going to be at different levels. So you've got to reach the level 4 of hunting to get the hunting rookie cup and continue in those decorations. And also, we talked about this last week, the Supernova Academy. So also a little bit of the university, but it's going to be based on superheroes. So those are going to be some fun additions to that. Fortnite is continuing to expand, as I say every time I talk about it. So likely to see more of that in the coming months. Lego Masters Academy Sweepstakes is now live over at the Reward Center. The sweepstakes is free for 2 lucky winners to win tickets to the Lego House in Denmark. You'll get to do the Lego Masters Academy, which is a brand new experience that they've expanded into a new exhibit section for it, and get to interact with some of the Lego designers and a Lego Brickmaster, and get some exclusive Lego House sets. Now, the rules are just, you got to enter, you got to be 18 years or older. You'll get one trip for that. So they will pay you to go out there, which is great because that's always a little bit expensive to it. And you'll even get some spending money. There are definitely some ways to spend your money at Lego. And if they take you to the employee store, it's an even better deal. So you can go over there and put your points to the test to see if you'll win. I think it's like 50 points per entry for that. So it might be worth it. It might not. There's a lot of people that definitely go on there. So if you want to test your luck, head over and check that out on Lego Insiders Reward Center. A woman has made some new style of toast, and this vlogger, Catherine Hellings, has decided to make Lego toast, where she has toast that she print. All right, so she printed a pattern onto the toast and then put it in the toaster. Now, the only problem I see with this, and a lot of other people have said that the toaster doesn't toast those sections because they're depressed. And it's not as fluffy, of course, to do that. But some people are like, well, I like it. It's a cool idea and design, but I want my toast fully toasted. And I think I'm in agreement on that. Legoland Florida is celebrating the Panthers with a Stanley Cup dedication. They have the Go Panthers as a large scale screen and a brick built figure of a hockey player. And there's the hockey team holding up the Stanley Cup and a bunch of people cheering. As well, when you win the Stanley Cup, you always have a parade, and the community comes out and celebrates you and your accomplishment on that. So congratulations to them. And Legoland, I love when they expand their mini land to have some cool, engaging, I guess, pop culture or current events in their mini land. TT Games used to be making Lego games, and it looks like they're consolidating, and Lego's taking on a lot of that work instead. And now they're talking about some new themes that Warner Brothers is trying to really narrow down to for Lego and other games, some such as Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and the DC universe. That means we're not going to get a Mortal Kombat game most likely, but Harry Potter and the DC Universe are definitely the expansions we're going to see. DC Universe is upgrading, and we're getting a Harry Potter series here too. So maybe we'll see those as integrations. And I mean, I'd love to have a new Harry Potter game. They're always so much fun in Lego form, and the consolidation is probably smart. Really focus your efforts on some more dedicated areas instead of just the expansion into a realm that is, well, very broad, and it takes a while to do these games. The newest Manchester Arnold store has reopened and they have a new exclusive set for it. Now, we've had when a new store opens, you get a Lego store, brick built store, and that's exclusive for people that go to the opening. And it seems that they're doing the same with this Manchester grand opening that has a large scale yellow brick to it and the Manchester like shopping bag. So it's a 2x4 tile that has the Manchester store logo and a person cutting a ribbon with some very large Lego scissors. Now, Lego doesn't really do exclusive sets for the regions, but this seems to be one. So are they changing their mind? Are they going to do this for more stores? Who knows? Because it's now exclusive and a lot of people might want to get it. And if you are able and have gone to grand openings before, you might be a little disappointed, or you're just going to have to get to the next one to have this really cool set, as well as some others. And of course, you can find it on the secondhand market. Lego Ideas 90s competition is finally revealing their selections. Never mind. No, they're not. They're delaying it again. And there's no real understanding of why. It's delayed another 2 weeks, it looks like. I'm not sure what they've chosen for this, but it must be something to do with licensing, since the ones that they really want to select, they're probably going to have to go through that. I honestly like the 90s sets that they've put out, so hopefully they get one. Jumanji, I think, is one of the best ones, but there's a lot of Jumanji sets out there, and maybe that's the problem. Games are always interesting, board games especially, for that kind of licensing. Wicked is getting some new rumored sets for Wicked for Good, the second part of Wicked, of the musical slash now movie. And we're getting an 18 plus set, but it's not what you think. It looks like it's going to be an art print. I'm going to guess it's going to be the poster from the Wicked playbill and the musical itself. But we do, of course, get some other sets that are going to be very focused on the Friends style with the Elphabas Forest Hideout, the Kimoa Co., and a couple others. I think like 2 or 3. So if you're interested in getting Wicked sets at 18, just look for an art piece, likely to be $120 come sometime in September. And that's all the breaking news we have this week. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast as well as the YouTube channel. Now we're going to move into our set reviews. The first one is the crafting table. This is set 21265, part of the Minecraft series. It's an 18 plus set and 1,195 pieces. You'll get 585 insiders points, but it might double for you for double inside points, and a cost of $90. It does have 54 reviews at 5 stars. Now, this one was a little controversial just based on the price for a minifigure, for a non-minifigure Minecraft build. It's more catered towards adults. This has some great little displays of a mini scale version of Minecraft, which goes in like a chest. Now, the chest you break open, you find different items. This one is broken open and you find a micro world of Minecraft. So you've got the forest scene, you've got the village, the frozen mountains section, some waterfalls, and you can adapt it. And they even have these tiny little characters. They're 1x2s, or excuse me, 1x1s in 2 stack or 3 stack. It's like a pig, a creeper, a villager, of course, Steve. It looks like a wolf. So there are definitely some fun little creations for this, especially at the scale. Now, for Minecraft fans who are adults, I think this was a big draw for them because it's more of the adult style, and it creates a fun little vignette that I think will encapsulate a lot of the fun of Minecraft instead of just having the Minecraft minifigures and those specific sets. So having this $90 is still expensive, but you'll get almost 1,200 pieces. And it looks like a very intricate build, almost like an architecture build with large piece counts, but also a very dynamic style of building, and having that small detail. So I highly recommend this. I'm not a huge Minecraft person myself, but I really like this because it really shows some of the detail that we all really love from building in Minecraft. And our last one is the Rubricable build. This is the Banksy, the Girl with Balloon. It's by Brick Lizard, who has just become a Lego designer. So congratulations! And all of his builds are now free over on Rubricable, so you can download this for free. And it's 166 pieces, so it's not a ton. And like I said, it's free. You'll get the PDF. Now, this is one of the most iconic pictures that Banksy has ever done, and it shows a little girl reaching up as her heart balloon floats away. And it is semi three-dimensional, just two layers for the detailing of the girl, and then the balloon is attached on the back of the picture to float away. It is a perfect encapsulation of this. You can recognize it immediately with that specific design with the black and white and the red balloon floating off. So go over and check out all these builds. And this one I definitely would consider because it's such a nice sized art piece and something that you can display on your wall or on your desk if you're a huge Banksy fan. That's all I have. Thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment on YouTube or a review of this podcast, that'll help us reach more and more people because you've showed your interest in it. All right, everyone. I'll leave you as I always do. Get creative, get out there, and go build something.